Okay, box right there. $5 with two catalogs. 5, 7.5. I got 5, been out 7.5. 5 and 7.5 and out 10. 7.5 and out 10. You want 7.5? Give me $10 where? I got 7.5. I got a 10. 7. I got a 10. 7. I got a 10. 7. I got a 10. 12.5. 10. Bid down 12.5. Good afternoon, folks. Robert Dudley here, reporting live from the world famous Dudley Auction Center, where we're getting the lens on things and getting ready for tomorrow's big walkabout sale. That'll be the 7th of March, 2017. I'd like to give you a little walkabout preview here and just show you some of the treasures going to be offered up at that gathering. Got some things that have come in from the for the antique sale and overstock for that program. We're going to be offering those up tomorrow, as well as a lot of fresh merchandise straight out of the trucks and trailers and attics of America. Some dolls over here in the first line, along with some small collectibles. Here's some more vintage plush. Boxes full of vintage plush just came in, and a big selection of carved African artifacts here. A lot of carved African goodies here for you. Looks like the coffee and tea man's been to town, so we got some fresh coffee here for you, as well as drinks, and some tools, assorted hardware, and more on the first row. Let's move on over here and run down the second row. We start every Tuesday morning at 8 o'clock with a preview at 7:30. We're located 3 miles south of Inverness, Florida, on US 41 in delightful Citrus County. Glad to show you our wares and invite you out to come take a look. This is the Monday afternoon preview. Most of these items have come in from folks around the country. Like I say, they were lining up this morning at 8 o'clock and bringing these treasures in, as well as us cleaning out the storeroom of treasures we picked up and got ready for sale. So a lot of tools here, some vintage tools and some Tonka trucks. Looks like a tractor seat and a lovely little walnut chest right there, in need of a top right there. Somebody needs to make one. Craftsman toolbox and related hand tools. Check out all the sockets and hole saws and wrenches and more. Let's move on down here. Got some Vintage Life magazines I see on the top shelf, and table full of collectible things. Got some carved ram heads here, some different kitchenwares, some Vintage Life magazines right there. Coming on down, we got some assorted. Here's some rams and some decorative pieces. A lot of kitchenwares. A few folks are out previewing today. Hey, we got Chuck from Kentucky. How you doing, Chuck?
Hi, Mr. Dudley. How's it going? How's it going?
It's going well, going well. Chuck spends a few months every year down here with us, out of that beautiful bluegrass state, and he's a regular at our Tuesday affairs. So a lot of nice glassware. Here's some Egyptian art over here, an embracing couple. Got some linens and more housewares here, some copperware and collector plate. Look down here, we got some early bottles, an old jug, some wiring and so forth. Let's shoot on over here and see what else we've got in the treasure department. Housewares, tubs of housewares. Got some silk flower arrangements, a box of games and books. Here's some more hardware right there. Looks like some copper wiring. Different remodel pieces there. Check out those nice little boxes right there. A couple of nice little art boxes. A couple of swords and some canes came from inside the gallery. Some cook stoves and a ram set. A big selection of sporting cards, both boxed and blister pack sporting cards. A whole table full set up for your buying pleasure. Look at here, the dolls have arrived. So we got trays and racks and rows of dolls. Ashton Drake, we've got looks like some Boyd's Bears over there, some more sorted dolls. So those will be coming up. Down this row here is a nice little table and chair set. You got some more outdoor fishing related items and hardware and books. And here's some couple of steamer trunks, more glassware, and some fancy dancy little clothing right there. There's a 24 karat gold ware. Moving right on through, we'll go down this little aisle here, see what else has come in. Treasures, lots of them here. So once again, the preview starts at 7:30. The terracotta and the glazed pot collection is out here. We've also got some saucers and some looks like some tobacco boxes on the far side, cigar boxes. Here's quite a bit of terracotta we're going to be selling this week. So we'll run right down through it. and some more collector goods on that far table. Here we got the hibiscus and perennial and annual collection brought in by the plant man, along with some landscape shrubs, tea olives and more. So that's looking good. And finish up with some terracotta moons. It's time to move a few of those things down. Just a little bit in the south parking lot, not a whole lot thrown up for tomorrow's sale. But let's take a quick look at it. Some nice little deck chairs right there, golfing bag. Got a couple of end tables, a little router table, a mosquito beater right there. There you go, eat your mosquitoes up. Looks like a compressor, a cooker. Got a few plastic folding tables we're going to be moving along, as well as a couch and some old iron bed down here. Good for a garden bed or the mother-in-law, or if you're trying to keep track of that teenage child in the household. There you go, makes lots of noise. And last but not least, late delivery to the sale, this great John Deere hood. So there you go, a quick walkabout preview, Dudley's Auction, auction house number 1667. Robert Dudley, thanks for taking the time to preview, and we'll see you at tomorrow's sale. Bye-bye.